Hello, everyone, and welcome to our special Tiger Cubs story time. We're so glad you could join us, and we're happy that you're ready for a great. We hope that you are ready for a great story, and that you came with your shark gear, pajamas, stuffed sharks, hats, toys, and whatever else you have. Take your picture during the story and post it with the hashtag RIT Koli story so we can find you online, or you can have your parents email it to us at tigerwebinars@rit.edu so we can share it. For the adult tigers joining us, please make sure you're connected to the RIT Alumni Association Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter accounts so you get all the news about online events like this one and opportunities to connect with other alumni, to your alumni relations staff, and to RIT resources like career services. Those links are found in the chat box, which can be opened by clicking on the chat icon at the right of your webinar window. And if you are currently signed into your company's VPN, you'll want to close that channel during our story to increase the quality of the transmission. This platform is secure. It does not require VPN access. You're using broadcast audio, but if you want to dial in by phone, dial-in information is provided in the chat box. Live captioning is also available, and you can find the link to access that in the chat box as well. If you have any technical questions, please type those into the chat box and we will do our best to get you the answers. You have all joined us in mute mode, which means you're quiet. As we read the story, if you or your Tiger Cubs have questions, just enter them into the chat box. After the story, we'll be talking more about sharks and their undersea life, and we will answer your questions then. Tonight's story will be recorded and made available with captions in about 1 week, so you can listen to it over again as many times as you want. Now it's time to read Coley's birthday adventure, Koli the Great White Shark. This book was written by Tamra Werner, who is an RIT alumna and director of alumni relations. She worked with Anne Marie McPhee on the illustrations, who also graduated from RIT in the medical illustration program. Tamra's son, Kai, is going to help read Coley's story. Kai is in 5th grade at Park Road School in Pittsford, New York. Tamra and Kai, we're ready and looking forward to your story.
Thank you, Miss Lydia. Hello, everybody. Hello, Tiger Cubs and alumni and friends. We are so excited that you are joining us tonight. My name is Miss Tamra and
I'm Kai.
And we are going to be reading our special book, Coley's Birthday Adventure. But before we do that, I thought you'd like to know a little bit about why we wrote this book and how we wrote this book. So I have 2 jobs. I work at RIT. I got the best job in the world because I get to meet people that graduated from RIT. That means that they went to school there. Maybe your mom or your dad or your brother or sister went there. I went there, and hopefully someday you will too. My second job is that I'm an author. An author is the person that comes up with the idea of the story, and they write all the words in the story. So that's what I did. But I needed some help. I needed somebody to draw beautiful pictures. So I had Anne Marie do the pictures. She's an illustrator. That's a really fancy word for somebody that draws really beautiful pictures. So, are you ready to hear about our story?
I'm ready. Are you guys ready?
So this is how it all started. That is my family. My older kids, Jacob and Natalie, and there's Kai. Of course, he's got wet pants because he was playing in the river. When Natalie and Jacob were little, we were on vacation and we bought a stuffed great white shark puppet. There he is. And every night, after we read our books, we used to play with the puppet and we'd take turns telling stories about the puppet. And one day Jacob said, I'm going to name him Koli. And we loved the name. So I said, someday I will write a book about Koli. And that is how it all started. So after you read books at night, maybe you can take your stuffed animals and start telling stories and become an author someday. So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Are you guys ready?
Here is Coley's birthday adventure. Here we go. It was a beautiful spring day, and the ocean was really calm. Sunbeams were shining down through the water, casting a rainbow of colors onto the sandy ocean floor. Koli, the great white shark, slipped gently out of his mother's tummy and started swimming to the safety of the reef. This was Cole's birthday. Koli was one of 8 pups born that day. Each one of the pups knew that they had to quickly swim away from their hungry mother and start fending for themselves. Although Koli wished he could have stayed with his brother and sisters, but he knew they were meant to go their own separate way. Still, Koli felt sad that he had to say goodbye to his family. He said, "Good luck. I hope I see you soon so we can play together." They said, "Good luck to you too, Koli," and then they swam off. Koli was an average-sized male great white pup. He was just over 4 feet long and weighed about 100 pounds. He already had 3 rows of extra teeth in place for when he lost one. "Someday," Koli said proudly, "I will grow to be about 14 feet long and weigh almost 3,000 pounds." Koli was excited to explore the beautiful ocean world around him. He saw many interesting things. The coral reef was brilliant with many colors and shapes and sizes. Koli's eyes didn't know where to look first. "Wowee! Look at all those colors in the coral," Koli shouted. "It looks like the rainbow from the sun colored them." He smiled as he watched the little fish play tag through the seagrass. Koli started to swim around the reef, and he came face to face with a strange-looking fish. This was no ordinary fish. It had little spikes on his body instead of scales. "Cool," Koli laughed. "I wonder what that fish feels like." Koli just couldn't resist touching it. He took his nose and he touched the side of the fish. Suddenly, the pufferfish blew up into a big ball and stared at Koli. Koli got scared and quickly swam off. "I don't think that was a friendly fish or one that I want to eat," Koli said. "I better keep away from him." Koli was right. Pufferfish are poisonous. Do you know what poisonous means? That means if he ate that pufferfish, he would have gotten really, really, really sick.
Really sick.
All this exploring made Koli hungry. He realized he hadn't eaten anything and his little tummy was rumbling. He looked around and he spotted a crab. "Yummy! That crab looks good enough to eat," thought Koli. But when he went over to try to eat it, the crab pinched his nose. "Ouch!" Koli cried. "That hurt. Forget about eating him for dinner." So he looked around the reef and he found something else to fill his hungry little tummy. The first night was really scary for Koli. He didn't understand why the waters turned from ocean blue to a dark gray color. He no longer saw the rainbows from the sun. Koli decided to be safe and stay in the shelter of the reef for the night. The next morning, when the sun came back up, Koli saw something in the shape of a star. Could it have dropped from the night sky? Koli wondered. He went over and he touched it. To his surprise, it moved. It was alive. It was a starfish. Koli watched as the arms of the starfish wiggled around as it danced along the ocean floor. Koli decided to venture out of the reef and explore the depths of the ocean. It was darker further into the ocean, and he started to feel a little nervous. He saw something big in the water and swam over to see what it was. It was a tiger shark. Wow, another shark like me, Koli thought. Koli was excited. But when the tiger shark saw Koli, she wanted to eat him. Koli realized he was in trouble, so he quickly swam off, but got lost. He took a wrong turn and ended up in a cave. It was dark and Koli was really scared. The tiger shark was chasing him. I have to get out, Koli cried. Oh, Kai, he looked so scared.
Really scared.
Finally, Koli saw a hole at the end of the cave. If I swim fast, I can escape through that hole to safety, Koli told himself. Koli thought, I can do it, and snuck through the opening just in time. The tiger shark was too big to fit through. Koli was safe. He realized, I need to be careful of big sharks. They want to eat me because I'm just a little pup. Koli returned to the reef. He thought, I am so happy to be back to the place where I call home. I'm going to stay in the reef until I get older and bigger. Even though I'm a great white shark, I am just a little pup who needs to be careful. When I grow up, I will understand the dangers of the ocean and how to protect myself. Koli was so excited to think about all the adventures he would have in the future. He learned a big lesson today, didn't he, Kai?
Yes, he did.
You know how our parents say to be careful and don't talk to strangers and don't wander off? That's what Koli learned. And even though he's a big shark, he still has to be careful just like all the rest of us. Now we're going to learn about Koli. We're going to learn great white shark facts.
Great whites like to swim alone and don't even stay with their mother after they're born. Baby sharks are called pups.
The first time we heard this, we giggled because we think of,
Puppies.
yeah, would you believe that shark babies are called puppies? Well, not puppies, but pups.
An adult great white shark can grow to be 12 to 16 feet long. That is the size of 2 adults on each other's shoulders with you on top.
So that might be hard to do. But if you have, let's say your mom or dad or brother or sister, if they're older, lay down on the floor and the next one put their feet on their head and then you put your feet on their head and you look, that is how long a great white shark can grow. Matter of fact, since I wrote this book, they found a shark 20 feet long. It's a big grandma shark. Her name is Big Blue, and she's really beautiful. And I'd like to think that's Koli's grandma.
Sharks can also weigh 4,000 pounds. That's about the same as a minivan.
Do you know somebody that has a big car? It's called a minivan. If you put that on a scale, that is how much a shark weighs. That is really heavy. Do you know that sharks are born with all the teeth they will ever need? They have about 3,000 teeth in 3 rows. Some sharks have even more rows so that they're ready when they fall out. Can you imagine the tooth fairy coming that many times?
You'd be pretty rich.
That would be crazy.
Anatomy of a shark.
Anatomy means the body of a shark. So let's talk about what a shark looks like. So he has nostrils, just like us, a dorsal fin at the top of the shark. And then when you see movies or you see where the fin comes out of the water, that's the dorsal fin. And then a shark has a little dorsal fin called the second dorsal fin. And at his tail, it's not really called a tail, it's called a caudal fin. And underneath the shark, he has an anal fin. And those two little fins are called pelvic fins. And then the big pectoral fins. And that's what he uses for steering around in the water. And he moves his tail, not his tail, his caudal fin back and forth to make himself move.
Great white sharks lived on Earth 30 to 60 million years ago during the Miocene era.
Miocene.
This was in the dinosaur times.
Mhm.
They were called the Carcharodon, Carcharias.
That is a really hard word to say. I'm not even going to try it. So you know what? They renamed them.
Great whites.
That is much easier to say now. Hawkeye.
So much easier. Sharks like Koli use their nostrils only for smelling. They breathe through their gills on the sides of their body.
Do you see those little lines on the side of the body? That is their gills. Great whites can smell up to 3 miles away. That is really, really, really far. Does your mom or dad watch football? You know how big a football field is? It's really long. If you put 53 football fields in a row, that is how far a shark can smell.
What great whites eat? They like to eat seals, stingray, fish,
Turtles, which I would think would be pretty crunchy, and crabs, unless they pinch their nose like they did to Koli.
Where great white sharks live?
They live all over the world. This is a picture of a map of the world, and see all those red lines? That's where great white sharks live. And you know what? The ocean is their home. We live up here and they live underwater. So we need to respect where they live. So we can't pollute the water. We can't throw things in the ocean because that would hurt the sharks and all the rest of the marine life. Guess what? We wrote another book. It's called Coleys Friendship Adventure. And it is coming out in a couple of months. And look at Koli has a new friend. Isn't she adorable? I just
gave away the secret.
I gave you a clue. His new friend is a girl. So we hope you liked Koli's birthday adventure. And I know you're going to love Koli's friendship adventure. If you want to know more about Koli, you could follow him online. We are on Facebook, Tamra Werner Author, and Instagram.
This is a shark's jaw.
What we're doing is giving you a little science lesson of the things that came out of the ocean. So these are real. Of course, we didn't hurt any sharks or anything from the ocean. So we're going to show you some pictures.
Here we go. This is all the little teeth of a shark's jaw.
This isn't a great white shark, but this is another kind of shark. I really don't know what kind. There's over 365 different sharks. But see all the rows of the teeth? You can see where they are all in a row. So when a shark loses a tooth, one from the next row slides up to the front. That's pretty clever, huh?
This is a better view of all the 3 rows of shark teeth.
Some sharks actually have up to 7 rows of teeth. That's a lot of teeth to brush, huh, Kai?
Yes. These are prehistoric shark teeth of North America. Down there, that big one in the corner, that's an extinct giant white. Extinct it means that there are no more living ones of that kind.
Mm-hmm.
Up at the top there is a tiger shark's tooth. And then next to that is a sand shark's tooth. That's a long tooth, isn't it?
Yeah, long and pointy.
I wouldn't want to get into that one.
Mm-mm.
Down again. That's a lemon shark's tooth. That one's smaller than the last one.
Way smaller.
Then next to that is the gray shark's teeth. Those are colorful.
Yeah, 2 different colors.
And then down to the next row is the extinct snaggletooth shark.
That's a funny name.
Yeah.
Snaggletooth.
And they're once again extinct. Like, that means that they don't have any more of them.
No.
And then next to that, another long one, the extinct mako shark.
Back in the dinosaur times, the great white shark was mostly closely related to the mako shark. This mako shark is no longer living, but the great white has been around for a very long time.
Hey, Miss Tamra and Kai,
Yeah?
someone asked a really, really good question. They want to know if either of you have ever swam with a shark.
Thanks, Natalie, for asking that question.
Yes, I have. Matter of fact, I brought my kids, Natalie and Jacob, on one of my little expeditions, but it was very, very safe. But we swam with 3 different kinds of sharks. And then when I went on vacation one time, I swam next to a 6-foot lemon shark. When he turned around and looked at me, I thought, I better swim another direction because I don't think he liked me following him. But we love the ocean. Kai, did you tell them what your name means?
My name in Hawaiian means ocean.
So we really love the ocean. Do you want to tell them what this is a picture of?
This is a picture of the extinct giant white shark, just like the other one in the picture, but you can see it better.
And it's pretty big.
I see a question from Ashley down there. Is the new illustrator from RIT?
Yes, Ashley, thank you for asking. Alan Gesick is the illustrator, and he also graduated from RIT. I tell you, RIT is an awesome place to go to school, and he also teaches medical illustration. He's very talented. So wait till you see the new book. The pictures are beautiful. Guess what that is?
A pufferfish.
That is a real pufferfish. Doesn't it look like he's got his mouth open? He's kind of laughing at us. Look at how spiky it is. See all the spikes? It is a really good thing that Koli did not try to eat him. Here are 2 pufferfish, 2 different sizes. One might be the mom and the baby. We don't know, but look at them. They look kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
And
there's their little tails. Aren't they cute? And look at all the little spots on them.
now we're going to show some really pretty starfish. Here's a little collection, and we'll show you one by one.
This one is one of our favorites. Doesn't he look like he's running?
He's so cute. He looks like the one in the book, doesn't he, Kai?
He does.
Yeah, see, he's wiggling around. Here we got a couple of starfish. The one on the left is so different, and it's got points on the top. And the ones to the side, that is one upside down, and the body is right in the middle where it all comes together. This one is very simple, but I love white. I think it's such a pretty starfish.
This one is one of my favorites. Just look at all its little legs, and doesn't it look like a sun?
I think it's so beautiful. These are conch shells. If you ever get a chance to pick up a conch shell, put it next to your ear because it sounds like the ocean. It really isn't the ocean, but it really sounds like the ocean.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
These are sea sponges.
They are natural sponges in the sea. They have all different shapes and sizes. Let's look at that one closer. Look at that. Isn't that neat?
Looks like a squiggly.
It does. So that is our story today and our science lesson, and I hope you really enjoyed our story. If you and your family have any questions, you can email me and I'll be happy to answer your questions. My email is ritalum@rit.edu. I think Miss Lydia is going to put that up for you. And you can keep track of all of Coleys' adventures on my Facebook page.
Thank you all so much for listening to Koli's story.
Kai and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned a lot about sharks.
You can end this program by closing your window browser, and your family members will get a brief survey about this event in an email that we hope that you'll complete.
So we hope you enjoyed our time together tonight. Thank you so much, Tiger Cubs, for joining us. And don't forget to take pictures and hashtag RIT Coley Story. Thank you. Coley's saying goodbye now.
Good night, everybody.